All right, so let's begin our practice today. Hello, everybody. Hope you were all well on this beautiful day. Good. All right. Yeah, so in our classes, we start on our chair and just get a nice tall spine. So what that means is just notice when you initially sit down where your body is. And typically it's forward, right? The upper body, the head is a little bit forward, right? And then again, restriction of the lungs, restriction of the prana energy happens. So if we just lift our heart, yeah, bring our palms up even on our lap, we have a nice tall spine. Good. All right, feels good, right? When you're sitting up nice and tall. Let's shake, 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 shake. Oh, you can make noises, you can shake whatever you want, your toes, your legs. Shake it off. Yeah. And then find that nice tall spine with palms up on your lap. So the last few weeks we've been doing, we're on our conscious breathing series. Because that's also a practice. Functional breath is always also a practice. And it doesn't happen automatically. Our breathing does, right? But it can be in a very shallow way, which, is very common. But when we continue to practice functional breathing, deeper breathing, slower breathing, then that becomes the norm for us over time. So we've been the last couple of weeks just focusing on the alternate nostril breathing technique, right? Alternate nostril breathing. So just to recap, what that does is it balances our left and right brain. And so that's the intellectual and the emotional, right? And I think these days, the emotional side is needing to wake up emotional in a good way, right? We've been too intellectual, this and that, and facts and, and all of that. And just to wake up that emotional side of our brain to balance. We're always looking for balance. So there's the alternate nostril breath where we have our hand on our face and we go in and out of the right and left nostril. We also did the one where we breathe in and close a fist and breathe out and open up alternately. That's another way to do alternate nostril breath. And today we're going to practice hands on the lap. And basically, we're going to have our hands in a fist. And we're going to begin with our thumbs out, right? So your thumbs are out. And that's going to send the energy, it's a little mudra, sends the energy to the bottom lobes of our lungs. We'll take about 5 breaths there. Then we're going to bring the thumbs up on the lap. And that's going to be sending the energy to the mid lung, right? And then we're going to have thumbs in. And that's going to be sending the energy to our upper lobes. Yeah. Our upper lobes are what gets the most action because that when we are just shallowly breathing, it's just here. Yeah. But what we want to do is send that breath all the way down. Yeah. So just nice and easy. Yeah. Let's close our eyes. So thumbs are gently out. Fingers are just curled in to where they're comfortable. Good. Let's take a breath in. And breathe out. And now we're just going to take a nice long 5 breaths, breathing in through the nose. And then a gentle pause at the top and extending the exhale breath slowly all through the nose. And then a gentle pause at the bottom. Yeah. A nice 4 more breaths at your own pace, nice and slow. Keeping the body still. Yeah, enjoying every breath. Just inviting every breath as if it was your first. You're just getting to know it. Just imagining that breath going all the way down to the very bottom lobe of your lungs. Belly is soft as you're breathing, so it puffs out on the inhale. Yeah, giving it space, giving ourselves space to get that air all the way down to the bottom lobe. and then relax. And now we're gonna just bring the thumbs up on our lap. And we're gonna invite the energy, the breath into the middle lobes of the lungs. So just begin taking a nice, long, slow, deep breath. Pausing the breath at the top, feeling the rib cage expand. And then breathe out, feel the rib cage contract. All this is just gentle, no struggle, no strain. And so do 4 more at your own pace. Just letting the breath flow smoothly and freely. So belly relaxes, the rib cage expands. To breathe in, rib cage contracts, the belly draws back as you breathe out. And at the bottom of the exhale, relax. And now we're going to turn the thumbs in. So fists on your lap, thumbs facing each other. Yeah. And 5 breaths here. This long, slow, deep breath. And as you inhale, expanding the belly, the rib cage, and the collarbone lifts. And then relax the collarbone, the rib cage, the belly as you breathe out. Deep as you can, as slow as you can. Just calming down our central nervous system, right? Just inviting overall calmness in the body. Balance and calm. Next time that you exhale, relax. And now just bring the palms up on your lap. And just spend a few seconds here just noticing your breath, your natural breath. And you may notice that just naturally it's deeper, longer, slower. Maybe some of the above, maybe none. To practice. And when you're feeling ready and complete, just gently start to flutter the eyes open. Yeah. And just accepting. So as we go through practice today, just accept what your body can do. Accept taking care of your body. Again, just the theme of acceptance for the healing of our world. Because if we don't accept ourselves, that's typically when we start to mirror or push our emotions to blame and judge others, right? Because maybe we're just blaming and judging ourselves and we don't want to deal with that really. I don't mean to be a psychologist right now, but that it is the case that when most people that are so unhappy with themselves tend to be, they make unhappiness for others. Yeah. So taking care of ourselves, accepting as we go through our practices, you do what you do, you are there. If you're bored, that's okay. If it's too much, that's okay. Just be with it and do whatever it is that you can do. All right. So palms down on the lap now, spine nice and tall. Let's start to move the body like we warm up. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest, stretch your shoulders back. Good. And then on an inhale breath, slowly roll your head over to one side and up. And as you exhale, over to the other side and forward. Close your eyes here and just ever so slowly, following the breath as you go up, inhale, and exhaling as you go side and down. Yeah, relax the shoulders. If there's a spot that's really cranky in the neck, stop there. Stop and take a big breath into that tightness. And as you exhale, continue on. Yeah. And then at some point when your head comes forward, you're going to reverse, go the opposite direction, inhaling to this side and up, and exhaling to the other side and down. Good. Next time the head comes forward, pause, wiggle your toes, press down into your toes, and slowly bring the head back up. You can flutter the eyes open. Good. We're going to take our hands and just rub, make some heat in our palms. It's not too hot today, so we can make a little heat. Yeah. Been noticing the days are getting a little shorter. Has anybody noticed that? It's more noticeable at the end of the day than it is at the beginning. Yeah. And just welcoming all seasons. We're so lucky to have all the seasons. You know, it's been so hot. So now we're thinking, oh, I can't wait until fall and winter. Next time, just stop here. Bring the hands onto the neck and just massage the neck. Doing some self-care here. Yeah, we always talk about the airplane mask, you know, the oxygen mask. It's just such a kind of a negative, actually, analogy, because we don't want the plane to be going down to make that analogy. We need to just take care of ourselves. Self-love, self-acceptance. I start every morning with, I say my name, Kate. You know, you are wonderful and I love you. And this is one of the best days of your life. And they're all becoming the best day. I feel it. Yeah, you can go to the shoulders. Good. And then relax the arms down. Let them hang all the way down now. Relax the shoulders. Just do a little wiggle. And then press down into your feet as if you want to stand up. Notice when you press down, even if you have the intention to stand up, it engages these big muscles in our legs, calves, thighs, hamstrings. Yeah. And then relax. So that's a good way to do some strengthening while you're sitting. And again, press down into your feet like you want to stand. Give it your 100% like you really want to stand up from this way, from this position. That's hard, right? Engage your pelvic floor muscles up. The whole bottom from waist down is engaged. And then relax. Good. Yeah. Relax those arms down if they're not there already. And again, press down into your feet like you want to stand up and lift your shoulders up to your earlobes. Stretch. That feels so good. Stretching the body in such a safe way too. And relax. Yeah. And again, press down and lift the shoulders up. Try to stand up. Yeah, stretch that spine. And exhale, relax. A lot of spine and back issues in our society now because we sit a lot. We sit so much. Yeah, so even doing that. So shake off any tension here. Roll out the shoulders. Yeah, good. Let's flop the fingers around. Let's bring our hands into just palms forward. Stretch your fingers as wide as you can. Try to feel that skin between each finger. And while you're stretching, then just start to wiggle each finger around. Almost like a mobile that is got the wind going through it. You know, you see those mobiles that are in big slow motion. Yeah. Notice how your fingers are feeling. Good. Then relax the hands. Bring them into a fist. Squeeze your fist. And then open. And squeeze your fist and open. And again, shake out the fingers, flop them around like they're wet spaghetti noodles. Good. And relax. All right, arms down alongside the body. Find that gentle, tall spine, right? So that it requires just basically lifting the heart and rolling the shoulders easy back and down. This is seated Tadasana pose. Yeah, nice tall spine. Chin is tucked back slightly so the head's not jutting forward. Sometimes you don't feel that your head's jutting forward or you don't feel like you're slumping. So if you ever had an opportunity to be seated and there's a mirror next to you, just sit down and then just take an inventory of your body and see where the head is, right where the shoulders are. So when you roll those shoulders back and down, then you're sitting up nice and tall. Good. Let's bring the palms out. Press down into your feet, reach the arms out. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Yes, as the arms reach up, feel that air on your arms, the space, and exhale. Yeah. We so much think that our mind is inside of our body, right inside of our brain, our head. And our mind is here. Our mind is all around us. Our energy is all around us. Yeah. My teacher recently said our body is like a tree's trunk, right? Or the trunk of the tree. And our mind is like a vine that's wrapping all around our body. Yeah. And it's so helpful when we think that because, we're so, just roll it out. Good. Okay. So we're going to come to, let's scoot forward a little bit. Hands on our thighs. Good. Inhale, lift the heart and look up. And exhale, round your back and drop your head. Inhale. Let's just do a couple at your own pace. Looking up, stretching your shoulders back, or elbows back, shoulders back, and exhale, round, just nice and organically. Stretching, moving the spine forward and back. Good. Next time that you come forward, just a gentle stretch back, drop the head and just rock the head side to side. Again, stretching the back of the neck. And then let the head come stable. Press down into your feet and slowly lift the body back up. Good. And release. We're going to come into a fairly deep, little bit of a hip opener. So we're going to scoot over to the side of our chair here. So we're sitting sideways. This is why we don't have a handle. If you have a handle, not sure. How do you do this one? Maybe you'll just take your leg out to the side. Yeah. So we're going to come into a little lunge. You're going to scoot the front hip off your chair a little bit and then slide your knee towards the floor. So take some time to get comfortable doing that. Sure. Good. And then once you find your little lunge here, there's options. You can, wherever your leg landed, if that's good for you, stay there. Maybe you can slide the foot back a little bit, maybe come into a little bit deeper lunge, and you can scoot a little more forward here. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, some of us can come all the way back here. It's a big stretch for this hip flexor. So only if it's comfortable, and you can have a nice tall spine. Good. So find your lunge. Good. And then if it's available, reach one arm up and reach the other arm up, finding yourself in a seated lunge. Yeah. Good. On an inhale breath, feel the heart lift and maybe even look up slightly towards the ceiling. And breathe. Again, accepting wherever your body is now. Even if you're not in a lunge, you're just sitting sideways. That's good. That's enough. And then exhale, relax the arms back down. Good. We're going to grab the back of your chair with that back hand. Good. We're going to bring the front hand on the outside of that side. Yeah. Let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, feeling the twist at your waist and your hips, start to turn slowly towards the back of your chair. Yeah. Good. So coming into this little lunge twist. And your hands can remain where they are. If you want to bring both hands to the top of your chair or both hands to the side of your chair, that's up to you. And then slowly turn your head over towards that back shoulder. And breathe. So try a nice deep breath here. Nice deep breath. Belly softens when you breathe in. So it's a little bit restricted. So it's a little bit more of a challenge to breathe deep here. but that's allowing for some massaging of the gut. On the next exhale breath, slowly come out. So turn the head back, bring the hands back, bring the body sideways, back forward. Good. And then we're going to take that front hand, right, the front leg, let the hand help to inhale as you bring the legs together. Always want to move into the pose on an inhale breath, and then slide over to both hips on the chair. And then make your way back to the front of your chair. That's such a nice way to safely and comfortably get a really deep twist, and that releases a lot of toxins. So after every class, right, you want to drink a lot of water. And let's go to the other side. We usually do twisting the spine in 6 different directions, twisting the body in 6 different directions. We're releasing a lot of toxins when we practice our asanas. All right, so same thing on this side. You can either float this hip bone off the front of your chair, hang onto the chair, and drop your knee down. If that's not feeling comfortable for you, yeah, then you can just sit with both legs forward. You don't have to drop your knee. And here, decide where you want this leg, right? You can lean forward and slide your foot back, as long as you can come back up with a tall spine, right? And not be leaning forward while we're doing the twist. Yeah, so decide where it feels comfortable for you today and take some time to do that, right? You don't want to be uncomfortable before you start going into deeper into the pose. Yeah, all right. And then here, finding our lunge. So reach one arm up, and if that feels okay, maybe both arms come up. Belly's tucked in. Yeah, good. On an inhale breath, lift the heart, maybe look up. Yeah, maybe even lean back, but this time slightly, and breathe. Don't stop breathing. And exhale, slowly let the arms float down. And now we'll move into our little twist. So holding onto the chair, this front hand onto the outside of the thigh. Take a nice big breath in, tall spine, gentle tall spine, and exhale, relax, twist at your waist. You notice this side. For me, this side doesn't feel as open, feels a little bit more constrained. Yeah, that means that I guess this side needs it more. Good. And then resituate your hands if you'd like. You can bring both hands on the top of your chair, sides of your chair, or where they are. Yeah. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, turn and look over that back shoulder. And find your breath. Now, if you're uncomfortable and you can't breathe, back out of the twist a little bit. Find the comfort zone. Yeah, and then breathe. Massaging that belly as you breathe. And as you exhale, relax, slowly bring the body, the head back forward, the body back to the side here. And take that front hand behind that hip. Lean forward on an inhale breath. Slowly guide that leg next to the other. Scoop both of your hips back onto your seat and slowly come forward. Yeah, so moving in and out of the poses with care. That's where we typically get hurt. If you ever get hurt in yoga, you should not be getting hurt in yoga. And typically it'll be because you're moving from one place to the next, not thinking where your body is. And so we're accepting that we just go to where it's comfortable for us and move on there. Okay, so we're gonna do some standing poses here if you'd like. Again, option is to stay in your chair. You can do the shaking, you can do most things continuing to sit down. I like to be a little bit forward in my chair to stand up. Slide the heels back slightly. And we're mindfully standing up. Again, that's how we don't get hurt. And then hinging forward at your hips. And that's if somebody has a rope on your chest, on an inhale breath, you're pulling the rope forward and up. Good. And then come to a stand and find the back of your chair. Good. All right. So I'm sliding my chair out of the way so you can see. You can slide it forward or just step back. Good. And so here we have arrived. So just move the body Shake it however it feels good for you to move it, right? Get all the kinks out. Good. Yeah. And come back to center. And we're going to isolate the shake now. So you might want to have your chair handy here. But we're just going to start to just shake the feet. A little controlled shake. Good. And then we're going to shake the feet and the calf. Try to isolate that. Feel it. Feel those body parts. And now we're going to isolate the whole leg. Yeah, so shaking the whole leg. Foot, calf, upper leg. Good. And then we're going to start to shake the hips. Just the hips, not the upper body. See if you can do that. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to shake the waist and the chest and everything from foot up to chest. Good. And then it's going to start to shake the shoulders. Yeah. Good. Now we're going to start to shake the arms. Good. All right. And now we're going to start to shake the head. Good. And now just shake whatever you want to shake. Yeah. Good. Nice. So just bringing you into the present moment. That's what a lot of these practices are for, is that it gets your mind from, being all over the place and pinging like a pinball machine to like just being present to what you're doing. That's how the best way to prevent falling is. And I know we do fall prevention on Tuesday, but it's just so important to always have that in there, is to be present when you're moving. Yeah. And not thinking of something else or not chit-chatting or something like that and distracted when you're moving. That's typically when something may happen. Yeah, but we're not going to let that happen. Okay. So we're going to come into a little bit of, let's just come into a shoulder stretch here. So we're going to inhale, we're going to inhale, reach the arms out and up. And then let's interlace our hands above our head. And then point your fingers like a little steeple, your fingers. Good. Bring them above your head. Press down into your feet and reach them up. This is the Kali Mudra. And this, again, helps us to just rid our body of any negativity. Like, let it go. Yeah, good. And while up here, maybe we're just going to move the spine side to side. So take a breath in. As you exhale, try to stretch your fingers up a little higher. Good. Now as you inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, up and over. Yeah, so the hips slide over to the left as the upper body just makes a little crescent moon with your spine over to the right. And breathe. Yeah. Good. And then press into your feet to come straight back up. Take a breath in, get long, exhale, reach up and slowly lean over to the other side. This is not a big side bend. Yeah, it's just sliding the hips over to the right a little bit as you just bend over to the left. Keep your arms next to your ears, not forward, right? That takes away that alignment of the spine. Inhale, come up. And exhale over. I'm going to just speed it up a little bit. Inhale up and exhale over. One more round. Inhale up, exhale over. And inhale up and exhale over. And slowly come back up and slowly release those hands back down towards the top of your head, like a little candle, and then release the fingers and let the arms flow down. Oh yeah, and roll it out. Good. All right, coming into a little bit of a forward fold here. Yeah, so just nice and easy. So we want to move our spine in all 6 directions, right? We did a little twist while we were sitting, side to side, forward and back now. If you have osteoporotic spine, very gentle, right? You don't want to do any forward, extreme forward bends. That's a little hard on the vertebrae if you have osteoporosis in your spine. Yeah, inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Take a nice big breath in, lift the heart, look up. Yes, and accept there's so many blessings. Just picture there's a bunch of blessings just out there above your head, floating around, waiting for you to just look up, recognize them, and let them drop in. As you exhale, bring the head back down, arms back, up, straight up. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, start to send your hips back, soften your knees. You can float your hands down onto your thighs, looking down at the floor. Yeah. So I don't know your body. I don't know your spine, right? So you're just going to take this to wherever it's comfortable for you. So take a breath in. As you exhale, either stay right here or you can let the head drop down. Good. So continue to breathe. And with each exhale, if you want to go a little deeper, maybe the hands slide to the shins. Maybe the hands just hang down like a rag doll. Yeah. So just find your space in your forward fold and breathe. Yeah. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Each time you exhale, see if you can soften. Soften a little more. Good. When you're ready, if the arms are hanging, bring them onto your legs and start to walk your hands up your legs. As always, keep your head down when you're slowly coming up, one vertebrae at a time. The only time I'll say keep your head down and forward. And then once the shoulders are up, then lift the head up. Ah, might feel nice to just very gently reach out and up. Yeah, all these just grabbing this energy. These are all poses of inviting acceptance into your heart. Yeah, and release and shake it out. And good. A little bit more massage for our spine. So we're going to interlace our hands here. We're going to lift the elbows up and push your palms forward. Yeah. We can do a couple little stretches here. You can slide your shoulders back and then slide your shoulders forward. And slide your shoulders back and slide your shoulders forward. Yeah. So just feel the whole arm just sliding forward and back. Good. And then come back to neutral here. On an inhale breath, reach your arms up towards the sky. Good. Look up, stretch up. Then as you exhale, soften your knees, bring the palms back forward, and just look down at the floor. Little standing cat-cow. Breath into your feet, start to straighten the knees, lift the body back up, reach up. And exhale, just curl forward, just like halfway. Yeah, good. Tummy's tucked in here. That's allowing you to keep your back supported. Yeah, good. And one more, just press into your feet and slowly come back up. Good, and exhale, release, bend the elbows, bring the palms forward, bring the hands behind your head. Bring the thumbs along the back of your neck for support and stretch your elbows back. Good. Nice tall spine. Nice breath. Looking up to where the ceiling meets the wall, maybe even closing your eyes. And again, just bring in this thought of acceptance. Where I am is perfect. Yes. As long as I'm leading from my heart, it's perfect. And then release, slowly open up the eyes, bring the head back forward, and slowly allow the arms to float down. Good. And roll it out. Yeah, good. All right, we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider apart. Good. And coming into goddess pose. So we're going to bring our one foot on a little angle and the other foot on a little angle. Good. And let's bring our hands onto our hips here. And let's just rock the hips slowly side to side, middle, and then slide them over to the other side. Notice the stretch on this inside. Yeah, that area doesn't get stretched very often with anything we do. Yeah, good. Even if we walk a lot, that inside thigh kind of gets lazy and the muscles sort of get a little short. Yeah, and come back to center. Good. All right. So coming into a stance where you feel grounded, right? Take some time to plant your feet here. Good. Let's bring our hands onto our thighs. And we're just going to energetically press into our hands as we soften our knees. Yeah, so bending the knees slightly. Anytime there's any discomfort, you back off, right? And now looking at your knees, maybe scooting your heels one at a time, a little bit more forward, so that the knees are in alignment with the, as much as possible, the heels of the feet. Yeah, so opening up those thighs. Yeah, we always want our joints stacked. So especially these knees, when I'm stacked above the ankle joint, right? And that takes the pressure off. And now lift the heart. And if it's available to you, bring your arms into cactus pose. Yeah, here we are. Good. And then lift the heart, look up to where the ceiling meets the wall, and breathe. Long, slow, deep breaths. Let's bring our awareness to the long exhale breath. And each time you exhale, see if you can soften the shoulders. Maybe the hips drop a little bit more. Your toes are just gently pressing into the floor to stabilize you. You can always hold on to the chair with one hand if this is feeling a little precarious. But here we are, opening up, accepting. Yes, accepting all the blessings, all the care, all the love that each and every human being on this planet it receives equally from the divine, from the universe. No one any better, no one any worse. All equal. Good. And then relax the head back forward. On an inhale breath, press into your toes. Slowly straighten your knees. Straighten your arms. Yes. And lift up. Gather those blessings. And as you exhale, bring your palms together. Float your hands to your heart. Good. And release your hands down. All right, let's get our feet back forward. So lifting one foot toe up and drop, and the other toe with toes forward and drop. And then you can either toe heel or step your feet back and wiggle it out. Yeah, shake it out. Good. All right. Nice. All right. So we're going to come into a little sun salutation. Let's make sure that we have some space. We're going to move with our breath here. Yeah. Such a beautiful sun salutation this way. There's different ways to do sun salutations, a few, but this is just a nice basic sun salutation, hands into prayer position. Without the sun, we would not be here. None of this would be here, right? So we always try to honor the sun. Yeah, the ancient Mayans honored the sun big time. They recognized the energy that they got, the life that they got from the sun. Yeah, good. And it's still energy, even if it's a cloudy day where you are today, the sun energy is still there. Yeah, there's just clouds between it and you. All right, so we're gonna, on an inhale breath, we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna step out to the right or left, either one, it doesn't matter. Good. And then we're gonna exhale, soften the knees, bow forward, reach your arms back like an airplane. Good. On an inhale breath, we're gonna step in and exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale out to the side, other side. Exhale, bow forward. Reach the arms back and up. On an inhale breath, try to gracefully step everything together. Exhale, hands to heart. So this is the time of to drop judgment, right, and bring in acceptance. That's what the theme is. It's a time to just let go of judgment. So on an inhale breath, we're going to come out, let go of the judgment, just let it go. Exhale, bow forward, accepting ourself, our beautiful self. Inhale, step together. Exhale, bring that to the heart. Inhale, step out. Let go of anger. Exhale, bow forward, accepting love, peace. Inhale, step together. Exhale, bring that into the heart. And now just do a couple more and you just decide what you want to let go of and what you want to bring in. Yeah. Inhale out, let go of whatever. Exhale, bow forward. Yeah. Inhale, step into light and love. Exhale, hands to heart, bring it in. Inhale out, let go. Exhale, bow forward, release. Inhale, step it together. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do one more. Really cleanse, clean it out. Inhale, let go of. Exhale, accept. Inhale, and come together. Exhale, bring it in. Last one. Inhale out. Exhale, bow. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, hands to heart. Yeah. And relax. Good. And release. Nice. Looking for, there's so many beautiful, wonderful, amazing things scientifically, energetically that are happening on our planet right now. Yeah. So yeah, the naysayers, the negative sayers are just loud, right? So we have to just, plug the ears to that and look and send out positivity. All right, we're going to come into a little downward facing dog. So you might need the back of your chair here. Yeah, it's a good pose for surrendering all the things that you no longer want to think and have and feel in your body. And inhale breath, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, float your hands to either the seat of your chair, the back of your chair. You can use a wall. You can even use the floor if you want to do down dog on the floor. That's up to you. And then we're going to slowly start to step back. This is kind of a nice way to do it too, just with our chairs. Good. Now feel long in your upper body. Stretch your hips back, soften your knees. Energetically reach your fingers forward. Feel that amazing stretch. Rest your head between your arms and breathe. So inhaling, stretching, exhaling, relaxing. Go deeper. Yeah. Good. You want a little bit of a hamstring stretch on an inhale breath. You can straighten either one knee and the other at a time, or you can straighten both knees and feel a little bit deeper stretch in your glutes and your hamstrings. Again, just take this to where you want to be today. Sometimes you take it to where you want to be and then maybe a little bit more. Yeah. We have so much more capacity in every way than we think. As you exhale, soften the knees. Look up and then slowly, one step at a time. Yes, we have unbounded, infinite capacity. Relax it out. Yeah, so remember in high school, there was my gym teacher was this short, small little woman, and there was a wall between the gyms because the boys were on one side and the girls were on the other. And there was one time where the wall fell down and pinned a child underneath, and she lifted this wall, the wall up so they could slide her out. The wall had to weigh, I don't know how many hundreds of pounds. And so, consciously, you don't think you're going to ever be able to do that. But when the time comes, you can. Many of you have probably had that experience in other ways. So tapping into that unbounded ultimate, and we have that with a capacity to love too. Yeah, we can love so greatly. Yeah, and relax. Let's come into a little back bend here. Slide the hands back, interlace your hands behind your back. Press your palms together. You can even come into that Kali Mudra, bringing your pointer fingers down towards the floor, crisscrossing your thumbs behind your hips there. Yeah, just see how this feels open. Feel free to close your eyes if that's, you can balance that way. Yes, if it feels safe. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just release, relax, stretch the shoulders back, stretch your fingers a little closer to the floor. Yeah, you can even slightly bring your chin forward and lift it up. Yeah, open up the throat chakra, heart chakra. Yeah. Two more breaths here, just again, enjoying the breath, enjoying this opening, and enjoying the receiving. You are worthy. And as you exhale, relax the body, bring the head back forward, and gently unclasp your hands behind your back and shake it out. Nice. Good. Okay, we're going to make our way back to our chairs. So just find yourself stationed right in front of the seat of your chair. Good. Making this a mindful pose, a mindful asana to sit. So take a breath in, and as you exhale, send your hips back and come about a third of the way. Yeah. So there we are. We're sitting in our little high stool. Yes, our little bar stool that's high. Yeah, good. And then take a breath in and exhale. Maybe sit at a little bit lower level stool. Yeah, good. Lift your heart, look forward. Hello. As you exhale, a little bit further. So send your hips back a little further. Good. How you doing? Great. Seat's just right there, 6 to 8 inches from you. And you can, on the next exhale breath, let your hands help you if you need to, and just bring your hips onto your chair. Nice. Good. And relax. Shake it out. Move the legs. So there is a way to strengthen, there is a way to do that chair pose in our chairs. And we'll just play with that pose. Just do that pose. So you're scooted forward in your chair. Feet are planted on the floor. Yeah. And you're going to inhale and reach your arms forward and up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, start to hinge forward. Press your belly forward. Start to hinge forward. Keep your spine straight. Keep your gaze forward and even up slightly. And come to where it feels comfortable for you. Yeah. So toes are pressing into the floor. You're leaning forward. Spine is straight. You're reaching your fingertips up towards the ceiling, and you're breathing. Yeah. So this is strengthening, stretching the spine, strengthening your back muscles, your core muscles. Press down into your feet, down into your heels. Don't let your heels come up. Yeah. And breathe for 3. This is getting your heart rate going. Press down into your feet. Slowly bring the body straight back up. Good. Bring your palms together. Exhale. Let your hands float down. Good. And bring your palms up on your lap. Right. So you're working, you're building, you're getting your heart rate up by sitting in your chair. Just by leaning it forward, right? Lots of muscles are working to keep you upright. Yeah, good. So that's a fun little one to practice, maybe daily, if possible. If you ever have any questions, if you're here live on our Zoom classes, yeah, if you ever have any questions, always feel free to ask me at the beginning of practice, at the end of practice. You can email me, all of that. Okay, so we're going to come into sort of the opposite thing now. We're going to come into boat pose. So we're going to bring our hands onto our chest, right? And this is going to work these deep core muscles. If you have any kind of low back issues, getting really good either physical therapy or practicing these poses to really get into those deep cores is going to help your back. Yeah, good. So first we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the chest. Lift the chest up into your hands. Look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. Keep the spine nice and straight, as if there's a rod, a metal rod in your spine. We're not going to round it at all. Yeah. Bring your awareness now to the top back of your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lean up and back. Yes. Keep that spine straight. Try to see if you can find and touch the back of your chair. Probably not, but it's just the intention of doing that. And tuck that belly in. That area like 3 to 4 inches below your navel. Draw it back to your back spine. And breathe here. Don't stop breathing. Now, a lot of times this pose goes into the neck. Your neck gets very tense. If that's the case, slowly just drop your chin closer to your chest. Yeah, and take that tension out of the neck. All the work is coming from that area about 4 inches below your navel. You're breathing. How are you doing? One more breath. Good, good, good. And then on an inhale breath, slowly with a straight spine, let the body come back up. Ah, that's hard. And relax. But good for us. Yeah, again, there's a difference between it being challenging and it hurting. Never hurting, right? But challenging is okay. And also breathing is paramount. Yeah, good. Okay, we're going to come into another just a little gentle hip opener twist here. Let's grab behind our right knee. And on an inhale breath, hug that thigh in. A little circle with our little toe here. Just a couple. Good. And then you can bring the leg wherever it lands onto your this left leg. Yeah, you can also cross at your ankles. We all know that at this point. Lift the toe up. Inhale, lift the chest, look up. And just that, I'm already feeling that stretch on the outside of this right hip. Take a breath in. Exhale, start to slowly slide your nice straight spine, just like we did when we were in seated chair pose. Don't let the spine round. Keep it the spine straight. Yeah, good. And then with each exhale breath, soften into it. Good. And then just accept and find the place that your body wants to be. Accept that there. You can release the head, gaze, and look down at your leg or the floor. Relax and just wiggle your fingers. So when you find you do that, you notice that the arms relax and the shoulders relax too. You want to be relaxed in this pose. Yeah. Good. And breathe. And then pressing down into that standing foot, slowly bring the body back up. Good. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to just very gently turn over to the right. A gentle twist at your waist and look over the right shoulder. Don't usually do the twists in this hip opener, but hey, let's change it up today. Yeah, again, taking it just to where it feels good. And not too much. Exhale slowly, bring the head back forward, bring the body back forward. Yeah. And then release that leg. Good. All right, shake it out. Just move the legs. And let's go over to the other side for our final stretch. Yeah. Inhale, hug that thigh in. Let's do a couple circles in one direction, other direction. And then land that lower leg onto the right. Yeah, wherever it feels okay. Again, you can cross at your ankles. Making sure that you have a nice tall spine. You can lift that toe up. That starts to stretch on this outside hip. Yes. Take a nice big breath in. And exhale, start to slide your belly button forward, keep the spine straight, even look up to where the ceiling meets the wall. That helps us to keep our spine straight. Yeah, we don't want to round. Makes it more challenging when the spine stays straight. Good. And better for the spine. And then at some point you can look down at the leg. Wiggle your fingers, relax your arms, relax your shoulders. Find a few breaths here with each exhale breath. Just melt the body, maybe a little closer to the floor. Relax all your muscles as you exhale. One more breath. Now on an inhale breath, press down into that standing right foot. Slowly bring the body back up. Nice tall spine. Take a breath in. And on an exhale breath, very gently, just start to turn over to the left, I guess this would be, and look over your shoulder. Getting into just a little bit different part of that left hip. And breathe. And it feels nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Good. And your next exhale breath, slowly bring the head back forward. Let the body come back forward. Good. And then help to guide this leg down next to the other. And just wiggle it out. Roll out the shoulders. Do any little movement that you need to with your body to just let the body shed the tension, right? Yeah. All right. And let's get ready now for our Savasana, final relaxation pose. Sliding back into your chairs. Good. You can lay down on the floor if you like. Bring your palms once you land up onto your lap. So palms face up. That helps to keep the shoulders gently back and space for deep breath. Yeah. Good. So let's make our hands into a little fist. Turn your thumbs out to the side. I'm going to take a long, slow, deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Slowly breathe out. Pause the breath at the bottom. Bring the thumbs up on the lap, hands on the lap. Take a breath in. Pause the breath at the top. Breathe out. Pause the breath at the bottom. And now bring the thumbs in towards each other. Take a breath in. Pause. When you need to, breathe out. Pause. Bring your palms up on your lap. Take one more breath in, big breath. Hold. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders, your jaw, your arms, your hands. Just allow the belly to soften. Feel the hips heavy. Legs, thighs, hamstrings, lower legs, feet. Whole body's relaxed now. Whole body's relaxed. And just accept any feelings that are happening in the body, pleasant or unpleasant. Just accept them. Bring your awareness to your thoughts, if any. Watch them come and go and come. And just accept your thoughts. Bring a smile to your face. Accept all the sounds around you. Notice how you feel. Feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. You choose to start to come back now, slowly start to wiggle your toes and fingers. Move the body, sway the body. Smile back to the face if it left. Bring your body to stillness now. Bring your hands into prayer position. Bring them into your heart. Take a nice big deep breath in, fill the heart. As you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. We'll close practice today simply with this. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When you're feeling ready and complete, at your own speed, just gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for coming and taking care of yourself, sending out love, bringing in acceptance, and practice that this week. What can you accept about yourself? Yeah. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.